Shaman One got here, quick hit. So we got the news. Jayden Daniels is out for week 8. To be expected, of course, after sustaining the hamstring injury. It just sucks. It really does because, I mean, not even just from a Washington Commanders fan standpoint or whatever may have you, from the NFL fan standpoint as well. I watched the whole entire league. I love football. This was a marquee matchup. This was something that was circled on the calendars for many NFL fans, hence as to why this was on Monday Night Football. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. This was supposed to be a matchup between two teams that was running their conferences at some point, right? This was supposed to be a matchup between two teams that you probably thought before the season started would be sitting at 5-2 or 6-1 or 7-0. Like, this matchup, it sucks for us because Kansas City, truthfully, is hitting their stride. They're finding their own, and they are turning up. They get Rashid Rice back last week, and they absolutely destroyed the Las Vegas Raiders. And now they will be playing Washington without their starting quarterback. And if you ask me how I feel about that, well, I'll be live tonight with the fellas on the Burgundy Breakdown. So come through at 9 p.m. We'll talk more about this in further detail and everything else that's going around. But I was already not confident with the injuries that we had, but without Jayden Daniels, I just find it very hard that we go into Arrowhead and get a victory. Now here's the thing: Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel are supposed to be practicing at some point this week. So we'll see if we get both of those guys back. That would be huge, especially getting McLaurin back. And with having Terry back, that may allow us a better opportunity and chance. But again, it's tough. It really is. I would love to have Jayden Daniels out there. I told you guys even last week, like when we were down 15-30, I felt like we could win that game. I felt like we were going to win that game. When Jayden Daniels got hurt and turned the ball over on the same play, that's when I said, okay, you know what? We're cooked. We're finished. But anytime Five is out there, anytime we're in striking distance, I always feel good about our chances. And I like Mariota. I really do. He's one of the best backups in football, but it gets to a point where it's like, he has a ceiling. One of those mistakes are coming that you can't afford. You know what I mean? What I love for Mariota to go into Kansas City and quite frankly shock the world. Yes, for all the season is over talk that I've been having, just in my personal opinion, if the season doesn't be over and we turn this thing around, I'll be happy. I'll be the first one happy. I'll be the first one to offer up I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. But Mariota going into Kansas City and getting a victory would kind of restore life back into this team in a sense, because we'll be back to 4-4, and this is a massive victory. Now again, you got to start winning some NFC games really to make a difference. But I mean, if Mariota can just hold on for this 1 week, like if he could just hold on for this 1 week and give us just a chance, I think we can do it. I'm not confident in that, y'all. I'm really not. I hate to be like that because I know there's gonna be a lot of people that watch this and say, Juan, have confidence in your team. Be confident that we can get it done. I mean, look, it's a difference between confidence and just kind of realism at the end of the day. I'm confident anytime we line up. You know what I'm saying? I got faith in this team anytime we line up. But at some point, as the game go on, mistakes start to happen, lacking, lacking defensive weapons, and we have no pass rushers. Like Patrick Mahomes is about to have literally all day to throw the football. I'm not over exaggerating either. Dorrance Armstrong is on IR. We have Jalen Holmes rushing the passer on Monday Night Football. If you don't think Mahomes is about to carve us up, and then this secondary just is all over the place, it's gonna be tough. If anything, we're gonna have a shootout, and I don't think Mariota it can battle a shootout. Now again, last time we seen Mariota play, it was without Terry McLaurin. It was with Debo Samuel though, but it was without Terry McLaurin, and maybe with having both of your star weapons back, defenses can't play so soft in coverage, and that allows the running game to come back to life. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So again, I know I'm doom and gloom. I know I'm coming on here negative Nancy, but that's just how I feel. If we don't have five, my confidence is not as high. But again, just the optimism is just going into it with an open mind. I have no expectations anymore. How I did prior to the season. So if they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. I'm kind of back to that point. The good news is Jayden Daniels is going to be out long term. At least that's what it seems like. They spoke highly of his hamstring, said it's not as serious as we thought. But I think he still misses a couple weeks. Maybe he comes back for the Detroit game. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think Mariota can get 1 out of 3 in this stretch. Maybe if he has to play in Miami or in Madrid, maybe he can get that game, or even Denver. Like, I think he can get Denver as well. That defense is amazing, but they can't score offensively. I don't care what they did to the Giants late. That was just a bunch of, in my opinion, poor execution on the Giants' part. And I'm not a big scripted guy. Sports is scripted, but like, it was something in the air in Mile High. Demaryius Thomas, may God rest his soul, got his jersey, or got his statue presented. Like, I reminded me of the Chicago game versus us. Like, anytime something emotional like that happens for a franchise, it just gives them an extra boost. You know what I mean? And again, I think Mariota can get Denver. I think Mariota can get Seattle. So if he has to play the next month and goes 2-2, I mean, that puts you at what? Like 5-6 or somewhere around there. Like, that's not too bad. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.